Hey YouTube, it's Marita. Welcome to another edition of the Nurse Lounge. Happy New Year. It has been a minute since I've been on here and I just needed a break. It's been about a good maybe almost 2 months maybe since I posted a video. Maybe not quite 2 months, but pretty close because I needed a break. I have been on TikTok and have have kind of launched a few things, and I'm gonna bring another video on that here about the things that I've been up to since the last video in terms of something I just revealed in another video. But this one, if you want to know, wait, basically I'm coming back with a vengeance. Y'all not ready for this video. Some of y'all will have some comments to say, and I'm here for it. I'm not the one being played with. So, my thoughts on the Million Nurse March. If you want to know how I feel about it, stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is Dr. Marita P., registered nurse, of course. Been a nurse for almost 18 years. It'll be 18 years in June. And I have been away on hiatus, just, doing some R&R and just kind of taking a break from this component of social media. I have been doing TikTok and some IG, but I wanted to come back today and do a video of something that is really a focal point right now in the nursing community and just kind of talk about those things and kind of just share my thoughts. Again, this is not evidence-based by any means in terms of just research, but however, there are some research components to what I'm about to say. My thoughts on the Million Nurse March. Here we go. All right, so when this first came out, I'm like, okay, the whole capping of the, travel nurse pay and legislation, I was like, okay, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. Not to say I'm going to go participate, but I'm cool with this because I'm like, you know what? First of all, let's keep in mind nursing is majority women, right? And I personally feel like if this was a male-dominated profession, this is my personal opinion, if this was a male-dominated profession, would we be going through this? Would they be trying to put caps on our salaries if we were mostly men? I think not. Also, keep this in mind, and this is my opinion, in my opinion only, that if we were, keep in mind what legislation is in terms of legislators and Congress and things like that. Are they mostly men or women? So they're mostly men, right? With that being said, it seems like a control thing. These men want to control how much women as a collective make in the nursing community. They don't want us making more money than people. They're talking about price gouging in terms of the travel agencies, yada, yada, yada. And to a certain degree, I understand that. I understand what they're talking about with the price gouging. But I kind of digged a little bit deeper into what our real issues are. And I watched a TikTok video, and she was a Black nurse, and she explained some things that really opened my eyes. And I really want to do the same for you. Not try to persuade you to do one thing or another, because I could care less which one you do. If you want to go and participate, yes, knock yourself out. Support the cause. Not a problem. But here's why I most likely won't be supporting that cause. Because we as nurses have a lot of, we need to clean up our own house, as I say. And what I mean by that is we have issues in our own environment here in nursing. We have nurse bullying. We have gatekeeping. We have racism. We have just all kinds of things that we do to ourselves before we worry about what everybody else is doing to us. So it's kind of like clean your own house first. Because even if this gets passed, it does not change the issues that we have in nursing as a whole. But yet we don't want to change any of those issues, right? Because it doesn't affect the majority. And that's the issue. It doesn't make a change, or no one cares until it affects the majority. And that's kind of where my issue lies with the whole issue with this whole initiative. Again, until it started affecting the masses, no one cared. But does anybody care about the fact that minority nurses don't get the same positions that anybody else gets? Does anybody care that there's gatekeeping when it comes to certain positions in nursing? Does anybody care about the nurse bullying that's been going on forever? Does anybody care that Florence started this whole racist BS when it comes to why we have racism in nursing? Has anybody talked about that? And if there is no other thought process to this, guess the date that they're actually going to have this Million Nurse March, which was, keep in mind, where did the million and whatever march come from? Do you all remember the Million Men March? Where it was 1 million African American men coming together. Do y'all remember that? So some people of the BIPOC community who are nurses are not really happy or comfortable with the fact that they played that term, okay? People are not happy with that. And I can see why. Now, the date that we are having, or they are having this march, is May 12th, 2022. Well, if the date is not significant to you, then look at this. What is that? Florence Nightingale's birthday is May 12th. Coincidental, huh? So again, we have a whole profession based off of a racist. And of course, some of y'all don't want to hear that, I'm sure, because you've been whitewashed. And I get it, because you know what, I was too initially, until I start doing some research. And that's what we have to do, is do our research and realize that Florence was definitely a racist. Here's an article, a snippet of an article that talks about what she actually did when it comes to the British and the indigenous population and the Crimean War during that time period of time, and how she felt about, we call BIPOC now, but indigenous people. I'm going to put that up here so you can go ahead and kind of, go find the article and read for yourself. But anyway, with that being said, now I'm kind of like, wait a minute. Wait, what? May 12th is the day we're doing this. And that's the day that, of course, that's her birthday. And we're going to celebrate her on that day. That's her birthday. We're going to celebrate racism, a known racist, or actually maybe not so much known, because a lot of people are getting woke to her. And I take issue with that. So at one point in time, I'm like, you know what? Yes. If I'm off that day, I would go to Washington, D.C., But now, after watching that one TikTok video, and this one TikToker really opening my eyes to what the issues really are, and to the fact that, again, like this person said, that we have no issue with coming together on something that affects the majority, but we don't want to change the things that impacts minorities in general in nursing. And then even nurse bullying that does affect the majority. What about the lateral violence that happens towards us, in terms of not just in terms of each other, but in terms of patients to nurses? Are we not going to fix that? Are we not going to fix the nurse ratios? Are we not going to fix what are we actually going up there for again? That's my question at this point in time. So again, this is not to persuade people one way or the other. This is just to have a different perspective, unpopular opinion, if you will, about my thoughts on the Million Nurse March. Now, govern yourselves accordingly. Do what you want to do. Enjoy it. Go, do whatever you need to do. Participate if that's what you want to do. But all I'm saying is, we have some other issues in our house that we need to clean up. Some skeletons in our closet that we need to clean up, that we will not address. And I think for me, that is the issue, that we will not address the issues that's in our own closet before we go and attacking or talk about what legislation is doing, And again, before you come and attack me on that, I happen to agree to a certain degree about, us coming together for these causes. But why come we don't come together for anything else that impacts nurses, especially when it does not impact you? When just because it doesn't impact you doesn't mean you don't sit there and not realize the life that I have to walk, or what the life of a nurse that I have to walk when it comes to taking care of this patient population being a minority. Until you walk a day in our shoes, you really don't have anything to say about that subject matter. And I said what I said. And so, with that being said, I think I will sit out on this Million Nurse March. But more power to the ones of you who choose to participate. Again, that's just my opinion. Unpopular as it may be, that's cool. But I want to present to you a different side and have you think about exactly what we're talking about here and the implications of such. Now, with that being said, I do want to say I'm back. Thank you for watching this video. It may not be the best video in terms of topic because it is kind of controversial to a certain degree. I get that, but I do appreciate you watching all the way through. As you will see, you will have my IG and my TikTok. I will make a special announcement on another video about what I've been doing. And if you want to participate in that, then please let me know. But until the next time I'm back, I will be doing more videos on my narcissistic journey. Some of you love those. More nursing content, of course. And of course, more makeup and beauty, as I always love to do. Until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.